Hey everyone, welcome to the mess hall.
Welcome to the mess hall. New episode.
We're so different. New episode, new us.
Wouldn't it be weird if I said new episode every time? Every episode's a new episode. What the hell's wrong with me? Back at it, baby. I just burp a lot. I'm sorry.
I want to hear. I feel like there was
stomach issues.
There was Mexico stuff. Is it from Mexico? There's some Mexico stuff stories left untold.
I'm sure there was. If we got the old the strip clubs, we got the Zod running into glass. Those are the best things. Well, the strip club, not good, but we had the food. We ate like pigs and fat idiots. We just ate all day. I was nonstop full. We just ate all the time, and we ate and we drank, but I couldn't even drink so much because I ate so much. I was just being fat. I gained so much weight, I'm sure, on that fucking trip. And
You're
we
gonna
just
do
lounged.
the same in Mexico City.
I just lounged. One day I just lounged in a fucking hammock drinking beer. I never drink beer, but when I'm on a beach, that's the only time I do it. And I just wrapped myself up like a honey baked ham.
Yes,
and,
I saw this post. It was glorious.
Yeah, I was cocooned. I was ready to emerge as a new me. And I did, but it was just hammered me.
A new, fatter you.
It was just a fat me with fucking diamonds on me all over. And then...
Be positive. Everyone loves honey baked hams.
You know what? Someone messaged me that. They go, honey baked ham. And I go... No, they just go, and I go, you like ham or something? And she goes, I love honey baked ham. I go... Good, because I'm just a fat retard. It was like, what are you talking about? And
where are my messages?
Yeah, no. It was it was weird. They just a lot of people messaged me how they liked ham.
You had a picture of your nubs. You were posting thirst traps,
a
lot of thirst traps.
Oh, you want my biggest thirst trap is showing a little thigh. Oh, I said I was going to wear some shorts this episode.
I know, shorts next episode or Patreon.
I could change. What if I had them on under this and I just ripped them off?
I
know.
You can't change this
I know.
time.
Next time. Look at me. I'm all sweatsuited out. I look like I'm going to go work out in the 80s.
All the black and white.
New shoes, black and white. Feeling all right. I like it. And my shoe game is on point in this podcast.
It really is. You spend so much money on shoes. You got to wear them at some point.
I actually get them for free. I'm sponsored.
By Nike?
Yeah, I'm a sponsored athlete.
Just do it.
Yeah. I don't know. Okay, fine.
Imagine?
I do spend I would love a sponsorship. I spend way too much money on shoes.
Nike is not going to sponsor us after what we talk about.
Yeah, that's true. I counted them today.
You counted
my
them?
pairs of shoes. How many I got?
How many do you have?
It's enough to have a problem.
Is it worth it?
115 pairs.
Y'all, he made fun of me for having one purse.
One
purse.
It's like a $3,000 purse.
It is not. You just added way more to it.
It's a $5,000 purse.
It's a $27,000 banana suit
made by kids.
Anyone get that reference?
It was a what?
A $27,000 banana suit.
I don't even get that.
You don't.
Arrested Development?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
There's always money in the banana stand.
You gonna make fun of the man in the $7,000 suit?
Come
and the
on.
suit keeps getting more expensive, and then he's wearing the banana suit, and he's like, it's the $27,000
They're pretty expensive
suit.
costumes.
Anyway, I'm sure that whatever that 115 pairs cost, it eclipses my little bag
That like you only have one bag.
a bazillion times
If you only have one
over.
bag.
I mean,
How much were those shoes?
These shoes were probably sub $200.
Sub 200.
And they will last. These things will not only last forever, but they are tools.
And always.
They protect me. If anyone approaches
when you're working hard? What do you need steel-toed?
Do you not know what women go through? A female I leave late at night from a club. Someone approaches me.
Have you ever kicked someone?
I kick someone in the dick with these.
Have you ever had to do it?
You see that?
Have you ever done it?
It's happened
have you
so
ever
fast
had to?
You didn't even know.
Have you? Yes. Okay. Do I believe that?
Can you put a kapow thing over that?
I believe that women are in danger more often than men, and they have to go through some awful things. And I feel for you, and I'm very sorry.
He's
But have you ever had to kick someone in the balls and run?
I've had to defend myself.
You can't even get a stalker on this podcast.
I know.
No one's stalking you in
Someone-
life or online.
I'm ready to kick you in the balls. Please.
Oh, don't say that. People like that too much.
Do they? No, I actually, this is going to take a sad turn, but I actually have had shit, but before I ever had these. So I bought them. Actually, some of the stories, the college story is kind of funny. I was working at a tanning salon. Can I tell this since you brought it up?
Tell it. Why?
I was working at a tanning salon. I was working alone. A dude came in. I remember this song by Norah Jones. You remember Norah Jones?
Yes, but can we acknowledge that tanning salon, you working there, makes sense?
Yes,
right?
a million %.
Let's not skip over the fact that on point
Yeah.
makes sense for your life.
It's all on brand.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
working at a tanning salon. You work alone. This guy comes in and he was like, Norah Jones was playing, okay? That's the like soundtrack in the background. I used to love
What
Norah
song?
Jones. You know what I'm
is that?
talking
No,
about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Ben, can you pull that up?
Do you know any Norah Jones songs?
I have no idea.
The break it down.
Okay, let's pull it out on your phone. You got Spotify on your phone? It's got to be a top. Is it a top hit?
Yeah, it's one of her most popular songs.
The
break it down. I shoulda known.
What? I have no idea. I either don't know any Norah Jones now based off of this, or you were horrible at singing.
I'm a terrible singer.
So I am very interested to see what this is.
I'm a decent dancer, very, very bad singer. This song, exactly.
All right, now sing it though.
I wonder if I remember the lyrics. This is very triggering for me. Waited till I saw the sun. Didn't know if I should run.
Oh my God!
Don't know
This
I
is
didn't
what
run.
you were singing.
I wasn't singing, but
That's
it was
crazy.
right. This was a.
I do know
spa.
this song, but I would never have gotten it from.
I have a terrible voice.
Or no pitch, or even a form of.
I can dance. I cannot sing. I have the worst voice. It's like
all
a
right.
bag of cats.
Play that
okay?
song again. Get up and dance.
I'm not gonna dance to like jazzy, bluesy.
I kind of want you to tell the story with this in the
I
background.
know.
Okay, so there's
Here's the thing. The story's gonna go dark. We're already.
yeah,
I
but
don't
this
think,
is like it's a spa.
Also, we're
vibe,
gonna.
right?
This is gonna get us flagged on YouTube.
Listen,
So we can't
listen
have
to
it
the
on for much
chill.
longer.
It's chill vibes, right? Like it's meant to be like you go in there, you have
Get a little tan.
you have the aromatherapy from the bed, you have a little bit
Gotcha,
of
yeah.
heat. It's nice, okay? So this guy walks in, not our typical.
Itty bitty waist, round thing in his. All right, sorry.
How do I physically describe this? Probably a late 50s white dude, probably 5'7", probably
Me.
lives in his mom's basement.
Okay.
Thick Coke bottle glasses,
Ooh, like Bubbles from the Trailer Park Boys.
long stringy hair, and yet receding.
I'm starting to feel for the guy.
It wasn't great.
Okay.
Only
I feel bad for the guy, but I know he's not going to do something good in this
only
story.
normal size weight wise, except for in the middle, which was all the weight. Grayish hair, sweating,
I'm really roasting
profuse sweating.
Okay.
He deserves it.
this guy. Okay.
So he comes in. He's not our typical client at the tanning salon. Asked if he can buy a gift card, and I'm like, of course. Oh, that's
Yeah,
so
why not?
lovely. He's gonna buy a gift card for someone, and he was like, in the meantime, while you're ringing that up, can I use the restroom? I was like, of course you can. Straight back and to the left. And I noticed too, women just consensus. Everyone who's a lady knows what I'm talking about. I was restocking the front when he walked in, and when he asked for the gift card, I walked back behind the register, and I could feel, even though my back was to him, I could feel him staring at my ass, okay? I could feel it burning a hole into my back. It was not good. So he asked if he can use the restroom. I'm like, I didn't have a good feeling about it, but I am a good employee.
Yeah, let
he
him go
goes to the
bathroom.
back.
As of right now, he's done nothing wrong yet.
Yet. I'm ringing up the gift card. so lucky. My boss comes in. She'd gone to the bank to refill the till. So it's the thing is against the wall, me, like the desk is against the wall, me, she's here on the other side of me, and then there's only one opening for us to like walk out from behind this desk.
Gotcha.
He walks out, tennis shoes on, socks on, rest of his clothes off,
Butt naked.
with his clothes under his left arm and his right hand working it. Just staring at the shock on our face, getting off from it, jerking it.
What was your first reaction? What was? Did you guys say something?
I would love to tell you guys that I took my steel-toed boots and kicked him in the nuts.
But you didn't have them yet.
I didn't have them yet, and I was a little baby back bitch, and I just froze.
Baby back bitch.
Yes, I just froze, and I was like, you want to think you'll be cool or do something or say something or be like, your mother never hug you or laugh at him. None of that. I just froze. My boss was like, call 911, call 911. I didn't move. I didn't move a muscle.
You didn't even call 911.
Eventually, she like arm barred me, grabs the phone off the wall, presses the button for like the rent-a-cop for the security in the strip mall we were in. And she calls 911, and while she's describing his physical appearance to the cops, he leaves his genetic material on the floor. He came on the floor.
Jeez.
He's leaving. Don't leave
Jesus.
a specimen for the cops.
Well, I don't think. Yeah, okay.
He probably is not. Listen, there's a lot of crime in the area of Phoenix I was in. I doubt they were like sending this off to
the jerker.
Yeah. But he ran out, still butt naked. He didn't try to put anything on. He ran out once he like saw that the 911 call was happening. He ran out with the clothes under the arm. So like, just imagine driving by and there's a dude like, dick swinging in the wind.
What the fuck?
Yeah,
that's pretty brutal.
But I know this isn't like light, but it was very difficult. I quit the job. It was like very difficult to stay to the end of that shift. My boss left too. She was like, finish out the shift.
Finish out the shift. Fuck that.
I know.
That's crazy.
And then for months
Who
after
had to clean
that,
it up?
The cops.
The cops cleaned it up?
Dealt with it. I was like, I was done. I stayed, actually, that makes me sound even stronger than I actually was. I stayed to the end of the shift and like.
That was your last shift?
But that was my last shift.
Yeah.
And I don't like listening to that Nora Jones song ever since then. I hate Nora Jones.
Tell me
Maybe I was purposefully singing off key because of the memories.
Ah, wow. Yeah.
I normally sing like an angel.
That's an off-key memory. That's not great.
It's not good.
Yeah, that's a brutal.
But by the way, that's like light compared to what most...
Was he hung?
No, it was exactly what you imagined.
I know. I used to imagine a very small penis.
But then I think he was calling. He like called in after and was like, "This is Sergeant." He like, blah blah blah. What did you give us a description? What do you remember about this man? Like I think he was checking in. Yeah.
You're like, fattest, ugliest piece of shit, smallest penis I've ever seen. Has come, tasted horrible.
I'm smart. I was like, I need to remember this. No, I'm kidding.
Oh, yeah. Wow.
Yeah, no, I did. I'm smarter than that. So I will say I did question the person calling, like, what's your badge number, da-da-da, and I got a hang up, so. But my girlfriends, this is why female friendships are amazing. They came and, like, sat with me through to the end of my shift.
That's really nice.
Yeah.
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 That's a pretty brutal story.
But yours was worse, by the way. Like, you've been through worse shit than me.
No, hold on. It's not a matter of worse. It's just a matter of that was an awful thing. I've had bad things happen to me. You've had bad things happen to you, and that's okay.
We all have.
There are different scales. We don't have to say one's worse than the other. Yours was incredibly bad for you. That would be incredibly awful for anybody. And, mine was bad, too.
I will say I really believe, other than just getting steel-toed boots and thinking I'll behave differently now that I'm older, I really feel like having that happen made me know what I would do next time it happened. You know what I mean? Like, I do feel like it wasn't great, but I feel like it made me Strong. That sounds so cheesy.
It made you stronger.
Made me stronger.
What doesn't just make you stronger? That's another Nora Jones song. That's another, I don't know. Yeah, that's pretty nuts. That sucks. So, okay, yes. I'm sorry about bringing up the boots thing. I get it.
Is that how this started?
Yeah, totally. I was like, have
I'm
you ever
so
used
sorry.
the boots? Well, you're like, yeah. No, you didn't say yes. You're like, this is pre-boots, but
It was pre-boots, but like
you went out the next day, bought a pair of boots, and you're like, this will never happen again.
Yeah, actually, I decided, like,
Jesus.
things are so fucked up. I'm gonna be able to hold a gun by the end of this year and know how to use it.
I'll take you shooting. You want to go shooting with me?
So it's the plan. We should record this.
Yeah, you want to know how to use them. Zombie apocalypse.
Maybe you'll text me in
some
3
kind of
months
crazy
when I'm like,
war. Whenever you want, let me know. I'll teach you how to shoot a gun. It'll be fun.
I suggested we did. Didn't I suggest we do something? I messaged you about something. I was trying to get you to go to Pilates with me. I understand why you don't want to do that.
I could do that. I could use. I wish I could. If I could stretch right, I could suck my dick again.
Is that as close as you can get to your toes?
No, the microphone's in my way. I could touch my toes. God damn, how out of shape do you think I am?
Well,
I know
I mean,
I'm out of shape, but not
No,
like.
touching your toes is hard. It's hard. With your knees not bent?
I think I don't know. I could do it. Hold on. Here we go. Ready? Very easy. What are you talking
Oh yeah.
What are you talking about?
Your knees are a little bent.
Yeah, but that's just because of the way the seats are. I could do it. If I was on the ground, I could do it. It's just weird to do it from here. Oh, come on, guys. Here we go. This is annoying.
Yeah.
You do it, bitch.
Easy.
Oh yeah, that's all right. You're touching your fucking heels.
Yeah.
You could suck your own dick if you had one.
I know.
Oh man, oh man, oh man. All right.
Have you ever gone camping? You don't strike me as like a camper, but I know you probably drank in the woods with your friends.
I spent every summer camping as a kid.
Really?
Yeah, I hated being home so much that we would just tell my mom we were going camping, and then I would basically live in the woods, and I would come home to shower every couple days, and then I'd grab food, and then we'd go back out to the woods.
Like tent and
Tents,
food
getting
and...
hammered, fucking and big fires, fucking just having a good old fashioned time.
What about in adulthood, like now?
I tried to take my kid camping when he was about 7, and it was so hot. It's Texas, right? So it was just so goddamn hot that we were so miserable that we found ourselves hanging out in the car with the AC on a lot. So I was like, let's just get the fuck out of here.
I respect people that can do it. Where do you shit?
Where do I shit? Well, you dig a hole in the ground. You dig a hole, and we used to take those big what are they? They're just like big circular containers, and we take a knife and we would and we'd call it the pink portable potty pit. It was my mom's came up with that name, but we would make our own toilets basically. It was basically an outhouse. We just put it away from the campsite, behind some brush or whatever. And so you'd go back there, you'd sit there, you'd shit, you'd throw toilet paper in there, and then at the end, you took whatever dirt you had from the dig hole and you just piled it on top. And so yeah, my shit's just buried in the woods somewhere.
What's that? Where do you ever wonder what it's doing
I
now?
don't want to. Well, I mean, there's so many. So your shit doesn't stick around. It's probably a beautiful plant growing out of that scum.
Do you ever wonder if your shit plant is looking at the same moon as you?
Oh yeah, yeah. I got to get my stomach looked at for sure.
It's from Mexico.
My stomach has not been feeling great because of it. I did drink some of the water.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
Drinking the water.
Yeah, getting a disease.
Montezuma's Revenge. What is it called?
Immediately losing 10 pounds. Just like, just eat, get a parasite, get a tapeworm.
Can you get that there? I'm excited about Mexico City. It's going to be fun.
We're going to have so much fun.
We're going to record some episodes. You guys are going to get to experience it with us. People who watch my podcast are going to be like, this guy goes to Mexico all the time. That's all he ever does. What's he doing down there? And the answer is looking for a wife.
He's going to find a wife. I'm going to embarrass him. I would never. Actually.
I'll never find a wife. Let's get that straight.
Find a person.
I could find a wife, maybe.
Can we talk about how I embarrassed you when I was like, we were hanging out at your club after a mic, and I was trying to hook you up with a person.
Oh my God, you sure were. It was embarrassing.
I thought that I was being...
What a mom. She thought she was being a smooth
So
mom. I
smooth.
was like, you're making the most... you made life so awkward.
But you guys connected over how awkward I am. You both rolled your eyes at me in unison, and that's romantic.
We did roll our eyes at you, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But it was just embarrassing
And
overall.
I'm a marketing genius. I came up with the whole pits and bits.
Yeah, but you weren't. No, I wouldn't say it was. It was embarrassing more than anything. You felt very mommy. It was just like it was just very white lady getting excited. That's
Yeah,
what
I
you
was
were. You were
pretty.
like, oh my God, oh my God.
I was excited. And those
know.
girls live my... So, like, my husband and I have our, like, divorce dream life.
You want me to date this girl because she has dogs.
Yeah.
Because she runs a rescue, and you're like, oh well, she runs a rescue. If Andrew, was dating this girl, then
She doesn't just...
I could potentially see those dogs all the time.
You're
selfish.
You're not
You're selfish.
giving it... First of all, she was beautiful and sweet and
No
genuine
one's
and normal.
denying any of those things.
But on top of that, she lived my dream life. So she just had this,
Yeah.
she has a beautiful farm, but it's instead of filled with, like, gross farm animals, it's filled with dogs.
It is filled with dogs. Cute pit bulls, too.
And
I haven't been there, but I saw pictures
you
online.
could have really built a beautiful life for all of us. But
Exactly.
You're selfish.
See, you're selfish. You want my life to be something that helps you out.
Yeah.
Well, at least you admit it. So
Yeah.
that's
At
nice.
least I'm honest.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, it was embarrassing. It was very it was very like, you're my cool aunt, and it was like, I'm just gonna leave you guys alone right now. I'll be back.
You're adults. You survived. It's fine.
Yeah, it was just very funny though. The way, I mean, it was embarrassing.
I actually genuinely feel, I'm not just saying this, I normally am a very good wing woman.
Oh, you were. This was brutal.
Not that night.
This was you going. We have to go to the bathroom right now, and then you like run away, and I was like, this is sad. This was so sad.
I was a little obvious that night, but I promise you, I pride myself on being good at it, and next time,
There's no next time.
I'm going to be better in Spanish. I speak Spanish a little bit more than you. So in Mexico City, you're going to need me.
Oh no! I couldn't. First of all, if I were to meet a Hispanic lady, they would have to speak English pretty fluently. And I know that sounds a little shitty, but here's the thing: is I couldn't do the Google Translate all the time. I couldn't do that back and forth. I don't have the patience to do that, or whatever. I just couldn't. And that's
You might meet someone. A lot of people there speak English, and not just from Mexico. There are people from it is a very international city. So you
I'm
might-
also can we not, let's just throw this out there. I'm not going to Mexico to meet somebody.
But you will.
I'm going to Mexico.
I'll make it happen.
I'm going to Mexico.
and she
to
will have a dog farm.
to record to record a podcast with my friend, hang out with you, see the world, and maybe my friend Sean's going to come too, I think.
Get a parasite. We're going to lose a lot of weight,
yeah.
and we're also going to eat the best food ever.
You're the only parasite I need. I spit everywhere.
That was actually sweet in a way. I'm going to take it as a compliment.
Yeah, it was a compliment.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so I was thinking about camping because I'm watching the show Alone. Have you ever seen it?
Yes. They camp.
There was I had a very traumatic moment when you were in Mexico having a grand old time.
You felt alone?
There was, I always feel alone. There was this moment when they have to get food from nature or whatever.
Yeah.
But these people love nature. They
they
also
love it. They're experts.
every
They're
time they kill an animal, it's they actually hate it. They don't like to do it. They
Some
thank
of them
the
like it.
animal.
Some
They
of them
do a
like it.
ceremony. No, it's really not like that.
No, I've seen the show. Some of them are. It depends on which one. It's different people every time.
Yeah, but they're all they're a
haven't
little
watched enough.
hippy dippy. They're thank you, mountain gods,
There
for your gift to me.
Totally are that. But then there are some I'm a survivalist. I've survived 8,000 days in the woods. I can do it. I'm gonna kill everything. I'm gonna eat it. We're gonna eat good tonight. Blah, blah, blah. And then they can't ever start a fire. And they're like, if I can't get this fire going, I'm not gonna live.
This
And that's how
shows
it
your
goes
judgment
every time.
because the guy who's most like that on Alone from this past season is this big
There's
Alaska
been a bunch
dude.
of seasons.
But he's got that he's like, I'm a survivalist, I'm a nature man. He's got really deep
Oh yeah, it's probably
voice.
hot as hell.
And he's actually not he ends up being the most
He's
angelic.
Alaska hot.
Everything he does, he kills the first animal he kills, he weeps and he's like, this is for my mother. I love my mom. My mama taught me to,
What kind of animal was it?
respect animals. It was a squirrel. And listen,
I killed a squirrel once.
okay.
I cried,
Before
too.
you act all tough,
I
I just
cried.
I want you to understand mammals, and I brought this up with rats and my love of rats. Mammals are different than a bird or a fish. They're cute. Squirrels are cute as hell. So this
Oh, I
lady,
get it.
she's setting traps, okay? She's setting those little whatever, they catch them, they run through it and it catches them but doesn't necessarily kill them. What's that called? A snare?
Yeah.
Okay. The most traumatic, if you've seen Schindler's List, if you've seen every major drama, okay.
Please don't.
I'm a Jew, I'm allowed to say this.
Don't compare a squirrel dying to the Holocaust.
I had an extreme trauma. Okay.
Okay.
So
Oh my
if anybody's
gosh.
watched the most recent season of Alone, there's a squirrel that this woman catches in a snare, but it does not die. On video, you see this squirrel screaming bloody murder, and the mom squirrel over it, crying like a human crying. And the lady comes up onto this scene and is like, well, it's already caught. And now I have to make the decision. Do I try to save it
You eat
and
that
free
shit.
it to go with its mom, or do I eat it?
Eat it.
And you see her watch this dramatic, Steven Spielberg could never. Okay. This scene is the most intense thing ever. And she has to decide to kill it and eat it. If anyone watch Alone, it is the most heartache.
It is. Can I tell you when I went squirrel hunting? This is the last time I ever went hunting.
You went hunting?
Oh yeah, I've been hunting multiple times.
I cannot picture you hunting.
I grew up in upstate New York. My mom's boyfriends used to take me hunting, which, that's a sentence.
Did you hunt in this outfit?
No, come on, man. But you wake up
Come
super
on,
early.
man.
I went deer hunting before. I shot at a deer once, but I did not hit it. And I fell asleep a lot next to a tree, warm in clothes. And then I used to have a little 22, and I would just walk around the woods and I would hunt squirrels and birds and different things like that. Really for no fucking reason. I was just a kid, I was a kid with a gun and very little supervision, and they're like, go hunt, go whatever,
Did you want to?
Crows, here's the thing is, we lived out in the country, so squirrels and crows were invasive to our house. They would get in the house, they'd build nests in the fucking thing, So it was a thing. They're like, you could whatever. And so I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. All's good and fun, except for this one time. And I've never hunted again after this. This is pretty dramatic. Very similar to your squirrel thing. It was a squirrel. I saw a squirrel. He's up right outside the house. He comes from the roof. We didn't really have much neighbors. It was woods everywhere. So he's on a tree right near the roof. And he's just sitting there eating a little nut. That's and then I aimed up. And
You had a real gun?
yeah, and I missed him. But I hit the branch that he was standing on.
No.
And the branch broke, and then he fell. And then he got his head caught in a branch that was like this. No. So his little neck got caught right like this, and he was choking. And he was going sporadic, going crazy. And I could tell that he was dying, he was suffering and going through that stuff. And I panicked, and I was like, oh, I don't know what to do. So I was like, I should shoot it. I should just shoot him. Get it over with,
Yeah.
right? So I was like, but he's moving so fast. I missed again. And I'm like, I think I shot the fucking thing 8 times. I missed him every goddamn time. And then eventually he just stopped squirming, and he was just hanging there.
He was strangled in front of you?
Yeah.
How old were you?
12.
I
maybe.
feel bad that I told this alone story because I feel like you had this memory.
As soon as
pop in
you
your
started,
head.
I was like, well, fuck. Here we go.
Oh my
and
God.
so after that, I was like, I don't really think hunting's for me.
Like,
it was so fucked up.
These are the kind of stories where I'm like, why? This is why I cry when I hold a gun. But I'm like, I also feel like you need to know how to use a gun.
For sure. And you know what's funny is I still like after that I still shot guns. I just didn't hunt, Like I shot skeet. I went to a gun club. I went to I shoot at a range every once in a while now. Like
you also have kids. Like, do you think about that? Like,
what does that
would
have
you
to do with anything?
like? Would you have the ability to shoot someone if they were coming in here into your home?
Here's the thing.
Can you do it? That's the big question. Is could you like?
Oh, I
you
could
can use
shoot,
a gun.
Yeah,
but can you?
I could shoot someone who's attacking. I could do that. Here's the problem though. It's locked up in a safe because I got a kid. I don't, he's not. I don't want him just be able to grab my gun off a shelf and accidentally blow his head off. Because you always hear that story in the news. But those are irresponsible. But I have mine locked in a safe. So here's the thing: if someone broke into my house, if I'm lucky, they don't know where my room is, right? But that's where my safe and all my money is. So none of you podcasters come in. Most of my money's in the bank, but my gun's locked up there. And so I'd have to get up. I'd have to run to my safe. And then I would have to type in the code. I would have to unlock it. I would have to grab the gun. And I'd have to grab the bullets. And I'd have to load the bullets. And then I would need, the fastest I could probably do that in is 2 minutes. So
it's almost like, why even have it?
Well, yeah, I get his part, but look, it's a big enough house. I don't think anyone would directly run directly to my room. It would be pretty crazy. But I think I'd hear him. I'd wake up. I might be able to run in there and do it in time. I don't know if I'd be able to help or not. Maybe it's something where you get if that's what, and that's not why I have it either, though. Actually, it is. That's a lie. I was given that gun. Because I had a stalker. And that stalker would post on YouTube that he was going to stab me and my family. And then a friend of mine saw that I had this stalker.
No one cares about me enough to stab me.
Yeah. And he came by and he gave me the gun. And he goes, "Hey, this is a gun. You can have it." I
just feel like 2 minutes, you're disoriented. Like when you would go to did you ever go to a carnival or a fair when you were little? Like
yeah.
would you hit the thing? Like if you're not good at also
I know the squirrel story.
Have you ever won a stuffed animal at a fair because you were a good shot?
Well, for being a good shot, I don't know. What game are you shooting?
The water thing?
Oh, yeah. For sure.
He's never won anything at the
sure.
fair.
I can show you animals.
He buys stuffed animals on Temu.
I can show you stuffed animals in the other room that I won this year.
Prove
that
it.
exact game.
Prove it.
I got a Pikachu, and I got a goddamn Charmander.
A Grogu?
No. We don't talk about those here. I got a Pikachu and a Charmander.
I don't know what that last thing is.
They're Pokemon. I got them for not even my kid. I got it for a ex's kid. It was his birthday. And we all went to the carnival because him, my friend, my kid, they're best friends or whatever.
Not for you.
No. He left them here, though. So now I got them. They're just in my kid's room with all the... My kid's got a billion stuffed animals.
At night,
I'm fucking that Charmander for sure.
Love it. Got some weird furry shit. Have you ever done a TV appearance?
What?
I did my second
local
TV thing.
I like how you just casually... We went from killing squirrels, trauma... This has become a very traumatic
I know,
podcast.
so I'm trying to lighten
it
up.
It's all rape and murders and shooting animals and... Oh, man.
Algorithm?
We're getting real here. We're getting
real.
This is when you stop being fake and start getting real.
I love
the mess hall.
With our meth heads. I mean,
meth heads. The messaholics. My messers.
Messies.
My messies. That's what, you know what? Now that I know there's a vote thing, Scott, you got to put that up, buddy.
Yeah, vote. What do you want to be called?
The mess hall, messaholics, meth heads, meth heads. Yeah, we assume you all do meth, and that's why you listen to this thing. You did your first TV thing. What was that? How was that?
Second.
I haven't really done any I've done some news stuff, but nothing comedy like where I'm like Andrew Youngblood comedian. I did it one time, but it was real kind of stupid.
Well, no one watches local TV, but it just.
Oh, thanks.
It was. I'm saying for me. I'm not saying it's that exciting.
Yeah,
but
yours is local at night.
I know. I mean, love you, Isaiah Factor.
Oh, you did the
Everyone.
Isaiah. Everyone knows him. He's a little famous fuck.
Yeah, he's super nice. He's super professional. But it just made me laugh when I was there. 'Cause sometimes when people ask about my infertility stuff, going back to the trauma,
Oh,
it's
come
where
on.
I'm comfortable.
We all know you can't have kids. Loser.
I like to make people feel uncomfortable when they ask about it. Because everyone asks a woman of my advanced years why I don't have kids, and so I just always say
Because I can't, you fucking asshole.
No, I just say, "Oh, I'm barren," and I love to then see their face when I say that. And normally that just shuts people up, but when I was recording that, there was a guy there who looked at me after I said I was barren, and then he was like, "Well, that's because you ain't ever got any of this HISD dick."
Damn, dude.
I know. And I was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And he was like, "Houston Independent School District." And I was like, "Are you saying I should fuck kids?"
They're
I don't
fertile.
know.
I think he's a teach.
Yeah.
Damn.
But that's not
Wait,
what a teacher
they said
should-
that on TV? No. This was on the...
No, privately.
Oh,
but that would have been amazing.
Yeah. I was like, I gotta watch this fucking show.
I did swear.
Uh-oh.
I got she was like, the girl who runs it said you can't say shit or fuck, and then I immediately said shit.
Fuck, shit. Yeah. I did a ESPN thing once where they're like, watch how much you swear. Me and Mark did it together. And then I did it once with Zod too. And then I did it once with I've done this ESPN thing like 4 or 5 times now.
Well, that's
it's
so
called the
weird.
Whiskey Neat podcast.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, great guy. But you're not supposed to swear, and they have a little guy who writes down every time you swear. And they're basically afterwards, they're like, "Yeah, we probably can't air this one, so we'll put up the podcast, but this is a straight to YouTube one. This isn't gonna make the cut." It's just
I'd be honored by that, honestly.
Yeah, it was kind of
probably
fun.
funnier.
It was kind of fun. It was fun. Every time I've done it, I've had such a good time. I should hit them up and do it again. I was a guest once. The guest before me was Matthew McConaughey. It was Matthew McConaughey, and then I was the next guest, and I was like, "You guys really fell far."
How's this related to ESPN?
I don't actually know.
Like, do they talk about sports?
No, we didn't even talk about sports at all. We tasted whiskey and just talked comedy mostly. And I think it's I don't really understand where it is. It's ESPN related though.
Are you out there somewhere just dropping?
It's on the YouTube.
What?
I don't know what I was saying. It's on the network. I don't know. It's on the internet. Internet. That's what I was saying.
Y'all.
Yeah, I don't know. It's fucking weird. But how'd it go?
I think it went well. So last time I did
You've done it
stand
twice.
up, they do some of the guests do 2 minutes of stand up. So I did that last time.
Oof.
And that went well. A lot less pressure on the panel. It was just panels. And they tell you what the panels are going to be. So you can have kind of stuff prepared. But
What do you guys got
actually,
to talk about?
do you want me to pull up the subjects? I can't remember. It was like,
You don't know any of the subjects.
it was like toxic in-laws.
Okay.
How do you feel about your toxic in-laws? How do you feel? Why do some people get their body in shape after a bad breakup?
These are all pretty easy.
Yeah. I mean, it's stuff that's like,
Don't like the toxic in-laws. Who likes that? Why do you get in shape after you break up? I don't know, because I'm single. I don't want to die alone, you fuckface.
he asked me if there's anything I wanted to get up. He's like, "What do you have on your chest?" And I was like, "Not much." This is a singer.
That's fun.
I'm here all week.
Mostly nipples.
Mostly mosquito bites, as my brothers called them.
Aw, skeeters.
So cute. You should you'll meet my brother someday.
Ugh.
You'd love making fun of me with him. I
That
feel
would
like
be
you guys
fun.
would really bond over
I
that.
do enjoy making fun of you in a loving
way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hope you're never offended by it.
Oh, I am.
Yeah, but you hold it in. You
Yeah.
act like you're not. As long as you don't let me know you're
I
offended.
cry
I'm
in
good.
private.
Yeah, just don't let me know you're offended. I'm good.
Cry in private like a man.
I cry over my privates. I don't know what I'm doing here. I think I was making a small dick joke or something like that.
Is there any? I feel like there are loose strings left with Mexico. Is there anything?
Loose strings. You really want it?
Yeah, I want some juicy. I want I want something that we shouldn't know. I feel like we owe it to the mess heads, messies. We owe it.
I may or may not have been involved in a deal for somebody of drugs.
What
not
kind?
me, not related to me.
Good stuff.
Letting you know right now, not involved. I didn't do it, but a guy I knew did it, and
You were on the trip with one person.
and I had to spend a little money because I didn't have any cash on him, and I was like, well, not me, but a guy I knew who another guy, lots of other guys. We were just watching two people go through this. It wasn't me, and I was like, you should probably make
Huntington Beach. We'll blame him.
Yeah, we should probably make this guy do it in front of us. But in front of them. You should probably make them do we made a guy do the drugs in front of
That's smart.
Yeah, because if you're going to do it, if you're going to buy drugs in a different country, then you got to. But you know what? You could tell that everyone made this guy do that.
Should we do another signature PSA? Hey, kids.
Drugs are bad. I've never done them.
When you buy your drugs,
make your drug dealer do it.
Make your dealer do the drugs in front of you.
And this guy was so sweaty and so yacked up. He was like, okay, of course.
Yeah, he'd already...
everyone, I'm pretty sure, was like, I don't trust you. You got to do it. He's like, of course I will. And so he was like all yacked and whacked.
At some point, he's going to do it in front of someone and just die.
Oh, yeah. Probably that night.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he did it, and, and then... that was a fun experience, It was exciting. It was cool. And then some guy was like, "Hey, man, you shouldn't do that. If you're gonna do that, you got to do it inside the strip club. Come on in the strip club." And I was like, "They're like out here. The cops, they see you. They're gonna make you pay money."
Drugs are so much more exotic and sexy and fun in a different country.
I don't do them, so I wouldn't know. But
we wouldn't know, obviously.
Yeah, but we know people that know.
Mm-hmm.
It's fun being in a different country.
I'm wholesome. I'm just trying to get Andrew to meet a nice lady and live on a
dogs.
dog farm.
That's all she wants is me living on a dog farm. But we should give out some advice because we got to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we got to leave. So
I got a show tonight. Boy, it's late. It's time to get there. Ben, what do we got?
All right, we got an email. You ready?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. My mom told me yesterday that my ex from 8 years ago sent her a Facebook message out of the blue to just check in on her. They did have a conversation about things. My ex updated my mom about her life. Mind you, I personally haven't talked to her since we broke up 8 years ago. She's been married for 7 years and does have a child. We both were in our early 20s when we started dating, still very young. By the time we ended things, she was going through a lot of personal things. My advice, or a general wondering why she wanted to do that, or am I just overthinking the whole thing?
Overthinking it. This is the easy one, I think. I could be wrong, but I think you're overthinking it. I think they didn't reach out to you. They reached out to your mom. I don't think they're trying to... Did they leave a message for you? Maybe if that's something weird.
Is he in a relationship?
But also, she's married. She didn't reach out to you. I think that says enough. I think you're overthinking it, buddy. I think, I have exes that I'm friends with their parents still.
The exes that you have kids with. That's different. It is different.
Let me think real quick.
He's doing that because I'm right.
No, there are others. I've got others. In your face.
But if you're
I got
still
some
friends
that
with
I'm
them,
still friends on Facebook. They comment on my shit sometimes.
Again, I don't want to make it a gendered thing, but I'm just thinking of when I was apart from my person and I reached out to his mom to be like,
you reach out to his mom?
We're so close. It was
But this person's married for 7 years.
7-year itch.
The 7-year itch.
You don't know what's going on with her.
Okay, what was have you hit the 7-year itch yet? How long
I'm
you been
picturing
married?
American Beauty. I'm picturing like very like suburban white picket fence. Everybody like dying on the inside from their like basic bitch life. She probably hasn't.
A floating grocery bag in the wind.
I don't care how this out. She probably has a fucking
What a good
Etsy.
movie.
She probably has an Etsy shop. She probably like. You know,
Yeah.
she has a tumbler. She's in the line to pick up her kids at middle school, and she just has a tumbler full of Sauvignon Blanc.
What do you think is
She's
sadder?
just sad.
What do you think is a sadder depiction of American suburban life? Is American Beauty very sad, right? Or Revolutionary Road?
Revolutionary
So
Road.
sad. It's so
Oh my
incredibly
God.
sad.
Kate Winslet is
Oh
a
my God.
brilliant,
Oh,
brilliant
yeah, yeah.
actress.
Both of them are so good in that. It's I watched that and in the theaters with my at the time wife. And when we left the theaters, in my head I said, I want to get a divorce.
That's
That movie made me want to get a divorce.
That's amazing. But were you
Pretty nuts.
your life is a little bit like generally more, I would say, like has more excitement and interest, uniqueness than a lot of typical suburban.
At the time it did not.
Really? I
At the
can't
time,
even
it did
picture
not.
you.
I know. At the time, I had a sales job that made good money, and I only had to do it because I was because I was stuck in this thing. We had the house in the suburbs near her parents. We would like go and have dinner with her parents, which actually I loved her parents. Her parents were awesome the whole time. That's like the one thing I really regret about that whole marriage is when I left, I kind of cut them out for a while too. And I felt,
for your mental health.
I know, but I avoided their phone calls because I just didn't want. I feel like I was going to get trapped and locked into it and stuff like that a little bit more.
That
and
makes
I
perfect
knew.
sense.
I
And
know
I'm
it
sure
makes
they
sense.
understood.
Since then we've seen each other and stuff, and things have been they were very civil and nice. I spent a Thanksgiving with them once because we do share a kid, but yeah, I don't know. That movie's insane.
It's so good. If you haven't seen Revolutionary Road, turn this shit off. Go watch that.
Yeah, but if you're married, maybe not watch it because you're not going to want to be married anymore.
I don't know. But I feel like you gotta take a hard look at your life always.
If you feel trapped at all in your marriage, do not watch that. Unless you want out.
Yeah, I mean, but if you feel trapped at all in your marriage, do watch it. Like you should be constantly.
Get out of. Everyone get a divorce.
Everyone just buy a mirror and look at yourself long and hard, and
Get hard in front of a mirror.
yeah, that's fun. This guy though has every right to be weirded out, and that's kind of where it ends. Be weirded out. It is strange. Who knows what her motives are, but also
Not that strange. It's strange, but it's not that.
it's strange, but not enough to just move on, dude. Don't think about it so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And give us more details because
Yeah.
it's tough to. Aside it is weird. I get it. I don't know. I don't think it's actually that weird. I don't know the relationship between them. How long did you guys date?
Yeah.
How did she live with you? She spend a lot of time with this lady? There's a time in my life where I lived with my ex's mom. That sounds crazy as I say it out loud.
Sounds like a nightmare.
But in my early 20s, I literally, when I moved here, I essentially moved here for a girl. And then very quick.
You moved here for your ex's mom.
No,
It's a love story for the ages.
No. Well, I moved here for a girl years and years ago, early 20s. And, she lived with her dad about an hour away from her mom. Humble and Alvin, basically, right? So pretty much Houston. And so I was going to stay with her mom for a while. And then, I moved here. She was floozy, not the mom, the girl, and so very quickly we kind of fell apart. And then the mom was like, "You can just stay here," because I loved her sister, I loved her mom. I was very close.
But think
to them
about
for a
how
long time.
she
We used
must
to
have
smoke
felt
weed.
about that.
She hated it. Of course, she hated it. But that's kind of on her fault, I think. She was a very big floozy that one summer. She's a great person overall, but
You
flew
guys,
through
when
that
you
summer.
call, leave details because, yeah, so many of Andrew's questions, like, are you currently in a relationship? How serious were y'all? Were you engaged? Like, there are so many things that could impact why you think this is so weird. But let her interact with your mom. Maybe she's going through a crisis in her life.
Yeah.
Maybe she just watched Revolutionary Road
And she wants out.
and she wants out.
It's very possible. I think we helped. I don't know.
Did we help?
Yeah, mind your own business, man.
Get out of here.
Let your mom and this person be friends.
Yeah.
They need it. It sounds like. Maybe you should pay attention to both of them more. Well, maybe not the one.
Don't pay attention
Not
to your
the married
ex.
one. Okay, all right. I'm an idiot. But we got to get out of here. Follow me on Instagram at NoYoungblood. I've got the new podcast. I'll say this with Zod coming out. Please pay attention to that. I've got my special. The new dates are December 9th and 10th. Tickets are up right now. I've got some super big news I'm so excited about for it that I can't announce yet. But this is
cliffhanger.
I know this is very exciting for me, and thank you for being a part of any of this journey of mine that you've been a part of.
Yeah, follow me at the Jamie Rowan, JamieRowanComedy.com, but mostly get excited for Andrew's huge announcement.
It's not that big of an announcement.
Coming
Shut up.
soon.
You guys have a good one.